Welcome to Good Commentary. Welcome. Welcome. No. Hold it together.
Okay.
Welcome to Good Commentary
with Guy
and Griffin, where we do good commentary.
on Good Commentary.
Today we'll be talking about the Sarah Palin and Amy Poehler sketch in Saturday Night Live. It's political commentary.
And here, Amy Poehler portrays Hillary Clinton, and Tina Fey is there as Sarah Palin, and they perfectly juxtapose each other with their characters.
And the difficulty that SNL faces in this skit is appealing to a wide range of political views. SNL has a liberal reputation, and the SNL audience leans liberal. Naturally, Hillary Clinton is going to be portrayed in a more positive manner than Sarah Palin, the Republican vice presidential candidate, is going to be portrayed.
But SNL, knowing the prejudices of their audience, they really play into the preconceived notions people have of these two politicians. Sarah Palin is portrayed very ditzy, and Hillary Clinton is portrayed as more mannish and cunning.
And the way this SNL skit comes to fruition is Hillary had just lost the presidential primary to Barack Obama, and now Sarah Palin is John McCain's running mate.
And you can really see Hillary Clinton's bitterness throughout this skit.
Amy Poehler and Tina Fey have a long history of political satire on SNL, and this is one of the best.
And now, a nonpartisan message from Governor Sarah Palin and Senator Hillary Clinton.
Let's get started with our first clip.
But tonight we are crossing party lines to address the now very ugly role that sexism is playing in the campaign.
An issue which I am frankly surprised to hear people suddenly care about.
So, Hillary Clinton has been a victim of sexism since she was First Lady of Arkansas, long before she was First Lady of the United States.
And you can see how Clinton is resenting the fact that they are only shedding light on sexism now that Sarah Palin is involved in the election.
Exactly. Amy Poehler perfectly portrays the contempt that Hillary Clinton has, that Sarah Palin has succeeded and Hillary Clinton has not.
And Palin was most assuredly chosen by John McCain to win over Republican women. In fact, she was a very popular figure in the Republican Party, a very popular female politician in the Republican Party. And even after the election, McCain staffers blamed Sarah Palin for their loss. They called her a diva and just used sexist remarks to portray her.
This tone that Amy Poehler is portraying as Hillary Clinton is definitely one that's very resentful, because no one spoke up to defend Hillary Clinton against sexism, but people spoke up as soon as Sarah Palin faced the issue.
You know, Hillary and I don't agree on everything.
I believe that diplomacy should be the cornerstone of any foreign policy.
And I can see Russia from my house.
All right, so this line, "I can see Russia from my house," is one of the most commonly misquoted lines of that presidential campaign. Many people still believe that Sarah Palin actually said that, and that really hurt her reputation both during the election season and afterwards.
And this quote that Tina Fey just perfectly stated on national television, in a sense, ruined Sarah Palin's career, as when they lost the election, Sarah Palin's political career was essentially over. And in a pre-election interview with NBC anchor Katie Couric, she really appeared unknowledgeable, and Katie Couric even went on to say how she felt bad for Sarah Palin, and the way the questions showed her and kind of exposed her as a little unknowledgeable in terms of politics in that day and age.
And Tina Fey so perfectly lampooned Sarah Palin that this misattributed quote seemed plausible, like Sarah Palin could have actually said this and believed it sincerely.
I believe global warming is caused by man.
And I believe it's just God hugging us closer.
I don't agree with the Bush doctrine.
I don't know what that is.
So this section combined with the last section, the SNL writers use an afro where they're repeating I at the beginning of each sentence, alternating back and forth between Hillary Clinton and Sarah Palin.
And this alternating between Hillary Clinton and Sarah Palin is an example of juxtaposition where they're showing the two politicians, and that's the main strategy in this clip. And Clinton is shown as highly informed and knowledgeable about these issues, whereas Sarah Palin is viewed as unknowledgeable and kind of flippant regarding these issues.
Each of these women they're the respective faces of their own parties. Hillary Clinton, the Democratic Party, and Sarah Palin, the Republican Party. So by juxtaposing these two characters, SNL writers really push a narrative that Democrats are more competent than Republicans.
And it shows Hillary to be more of a headstrong politician, whereas Sarah Palin is particularly liked by the GOP for being significantly less headstrong compared to Clinton.
It's truly amazing, and I think women everywhere can agree that no matter your politics, it's time for a woman to make it to the White House.
No, mine! It's supposed to be mine. I'm sorry, I need to say something. I didn't want a woman to be president. I wanted to be president, and I just happen to be a woman.
So here in this line, Hillary Clinton uses a paraprosdokian, saying that she didn't want a woman to be president. She just wanted to be president, and she happened to be a woman.
And this is a more nuanced part of the clip of the skit, and Clinton appears just indignant about Sarah Palin's assertion that any woman could become president at any point, where Hillary has worked so hard to get to this point.
And I don't want to hear you compare your road to the White House to my road to the White House. I scratched and clawed through mud and barbed wire, and you just glided in on a dog sled, wearing your pageant sash and your Tina Fey glasses.
So with this clip, we pick right back off from the last clip where Clinton's bitterness is shown towards Sarah Palin's remark, and it highlights the difficulty Hillary Clinton has had in achieving political success and all the obstacles she's had to overcome.
Yeah, Amy Poehler as Hillary Clinton uses polysyndeton to really draw out the sentence and the path that Hillary Clinton had to take to the White House, really using hyperbole, talking about all the various obstacles Hillary Clinton had to overcome. And this also serves the greater strategy of juxtaposition, where Sarah Palin's road to the White House is described as being on a dog sled with a pageant sash, where Hillary Clinton is crawling through the mud and the barbed wire like a soldier.
In conclusion, I invite the media to grow a pair. And if you can't, I will lend you mine.
All right, so Hillary Clinton's assertion that the media should grow a pair is an example of metonymy, referencing a pair of testicles representing courage.
Yes, I didn't think we were going to say that. But this is also an example of absurdity, because obviously as a woman, Hillary Clinton does not have a pair. But with that metonymy, she is saying that the media should be as critical of Sarah Palin as they would be of a man or of anyone else.
And this is the typical Saturday Night Live nature, where you'll see Amy Poehler say something that Amy Poehler would say while she's playing a character, and of course Hillary Clinton would never say such a thing at the podium in giving a speech, but Amy Poehler saying being Amy Poehler, that's what it is.
You know, she's implying that Sarah Palin just hasn't received the amount of criticism that she deserves. Yeah. Thank you for watching Good Commentary with Guy
and Griffin. We appreciate you watching, and
see you next week.
See you next week.